All right. Cool. So yeah, we're Dead Alive Games. Bernie and Brendan Kendrick, the designers of Omicron Protocol, and today we're talking with how do you pronounce your last name? Miles Arbeck, is that right?
Miles Arbeck, yeah.
Arbeck, yeah. Who's designing some really cool tokens, sort of a aftermarket, awesome upgrades. Yeah. So
yeah, I met Miles on the Joko cruise this year, so that was really cool. We kind of hit it off, and he talked about his tokens, and I talked about our Omicron Protocol Kickstarter, and I love upgraded tokens. I'm going to show one of them here. This is the one that will come with every core box. That's a 48-hour unlocked initiative token that we've been talking about. We'll show you a little more either during or after this video interview too. So we wanted to get Miles here to kind of tell us a little bit about kind of the background, why you came up with it, why they're special, how are they different, and definitely also address kind of what makes them so premium. So yeah, so Miles, maybe we'll start with a quick where are you from, what do you do, things like that.
Yeah, I'm working out of Chicago here, Illinois. I've been making tokens now for about a year and a half. Started playing Netrunner, and there's a lot of people doing alt arts and a couple tokens as well, and I thought that would be really fun to get into. So I started making tokens and stuff for Netrunner, and then that moved into Keyforge and Arkham Horror, and now Omicron Protocol.
Sweet.
Yeah, so tell us a little, how are these tokens different? I mean, as any game players or war game players, most of the time we go with acrylic updates or even metal coins for board gamers. You told us these are fiberglass based.
These are fiberglass, yeah. So these kind of fill a niche in between the plastic acrylic tokens and the full cast metal tokens. Yeah. The acrylic, if you don't know, is just a type of plastic, and then they add they're usually a single color, and then they add a white or a black or so
kind of
design on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So these are made from fiberglass, and they also have thin layers of copper, so that are plated in either a silvery looking alloy or with real gold. So that's an example of one of the green tokens with the silver color, and then the Kickstarter, or the extra special Kickstarter AP for the 48-hour stretch goal unlock there was plated in real gold. So they're a little heavier than acrylic. They don't really feel heavier, but you get the sense that they are heavier because the weight difference is just a bit more. They're not as heavy as a full cast metal, so that makes carrying stuff around a lot easier. So they fit right in between there. Their durability is much more than cardboard and acrylic as well. Mm-hmm. So that's why I decided to stick with this there to fill that niche and make some shiny stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool because I've personally never heard of this before meeting you. And I mean, I usually just go with the acrylic ones. I mean, I personally do metal working, so I make my own metal ones too, but I know how expensive and how heavy and how much time it takes to make those. So these are actually, they fill like you said, fill a really cool niche.
Definitely.
And I mean, we've been playing with these pretty much since March or April when we got the prototypes, and every demo event we use these, and people are like, "Ooh, where can I get those?"
For sure.
So
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and especially for our game, I really think the metallic adds a lot of sort of a circuit board kind of tech feel, which is really thematically cool for our game too. So
yeah,
it's
and
a
just
really
kind
nice.
of as an example, cardboard. This is probably what you'll get. A little bigger than this. It's just a prototype.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Silver plated fiberglass.
Yeah. Very sexy.
Yeah.
As an upgrade. Yeah.
Actually, we had a question about, like, obviously you do Keyforge, Arkham Horror, Netrunner. Working on the designs that we had, was there anything different, or is it pretty similar, or was there something like you thought was cool that you would call out?
On the Omicron ones, it was definitely fun to work with you guys from early on in the production phase when you guys were doing stuff. Usually I play a game like at a conference or even after it's released, and then I get really into it and I'm like, okay, I really want to make some upgrades for this, and I think other people will like them too. But it was exciting to, instead of like scraping the forums and videos of like super early prototypes and stuff to figure out, oh, how many tokens are there, and like what are all the needs and stuff to start working early on a product. I got to work directly with you guys and know all the details and get there on the ground floor.
Nice. And these tokens did influence our final design on a lot of these like icons and stuff that we have too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you're part of the game one way or the other.
It was. I have one of each of those the prototypes too that I keep around, and now I'm waiting for the final run of them so that I can have a set myself too and play eventually. I'm a backer, of course, as well, so I want to use them in the full game.
We have our first 3 orders of these tokens.
Exactly.
So one of the things we do want to talk about, as anyone who's kind of seen these online, compared to acrylic tokens, they will definitely cost more. And I know that kind of it's just you kind of have to see it to really understand. But maybe, Miles, if you could talk a little bit about kind of how the other players of Netrunner, Keyforge, Arkham Horror, like when they first experience it, when they first see the price, and then how they talk about it, like, oh, is it worth it? Is it not? That kind of stuff. If you could just elaborate a little there.
Yeah. First of all, one of the most common responses or reviews that I got was like, holy cow, when I got them in my hands, they look so much better than in the pictures. When I take pictures of them, it's like, oh, do I take it from this angle or that one, or is the light over here or over there or on top? And it's like shows the camera reflection, and it's really difficult to get a still shot of them that looks that really shows how they are. But when they're in your hand and or sitting on the table right in front of you, you can really see that they have really great presence. They're shiny. They're shiny. They're vibrant. They feel really great to pick up and to move around. For those that have 2 sides, to flip them over, it feels really great. Nice. So part of the cost is definitely what it takes to make them. Plastic, like I said, acrylic is plastic, and you can get large sheets of acrylic and laser it and do that at home and do that pretty cheaply. But the minimum requirements for ordering these and the production process for fiberglass tokens is a bit more costly. To say. So the production process warrants what needs to be paid, and also the perception once people have it in their hands, it can really tell that it's an upgrade that's going to last them and feel really great to play with.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely say we probably played with these a few hundred games now since we got it, and all the demos we've done.
Every demo we've done, and
every demo, yeah.
People know we've been out there on the road, like playing a lot, and we have not seen one, like not even one single scratch on these things. They're pretty amazing, actually.
The circuits on this thing still looks like when I first got it. I mean, the detail is insane. So
that's kind of nuts. Yeah,
definitely agree with you. It's like, I think you got to hold on to it to see it, or video. One of the things we'll do right after this interview, we'll probably get a better camera and just have it spotlighted and just kind of show you moving it in different angles and playing around with it, just to kind of show it off. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this instead of just an update with some photos, because I feel like people don't fully understand how cool these are until they at least see it on video, see someone holding it, and hopefully in person sometime.
For sure.
Yeah, everybody who doesn't get them through the Kickstarter is going to be hoping to get some afterwards as soon as they see somebody else in person playing with them, for sure.
Totally.
Cool. Yeah, so that's all we got so far. I don't know if you have any last things you want to say, or
I'm just super excited. I'm stoked that you guys passed in, what was it, 13 or 18 hours?
13, yeah.
Got back right away and are knocking down all the stretch goals, and I'm really excited to participate and be a part of that. Like I told you two earlier, I had one of my goals was to be a part of a Kickstarter from the ground up and provide, a fancy token set for them, and so it's been really exciting for me.
Yeah, you're definitely part of this one, and hopefully future ones too. I mean, we really enjoyed working with you on designing, kind of getting the whole process down, getting the first prototypes, and hopefully doing the full manufacturing going forward. And I think, like I said, we'll try to do another video. We'll append it to this one and put it out as one video to show off the tokens a little better. And this coming week, we will start announcing these, probably have people kind of vote on which ones they want to see first, and then just have them slowly be available as add-ons.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye,
Talk to you
Miles.
later.
Take it
Bye. All right, pausing.
So yeah, as promised, we wanted to show off the Aurbits tokens and what a cool upgrade they are to the existing sort of cardboard tokens that come in the box. Without further ado, here they are.
Yeah, as you heard in the interview, they don't show off as well on the photos, but you could definitely see kind of how the silver etchings on this one reflects the light. You can kind of see the comparison. These are smaller tokens because they're prototype, but eventually they'll be the same size, but that's the cardboard on one side. And then that's kind of the actual token. This is the initiative token that comes with every core box. You can see the circuitry, how detailed that is. Kind of see the side, these are fiberglass instead of acrylic.
Yeah. It just gives it such a cool tech sort of feel to have that the silver etching and stuff.
Yeah,
really cool.
And goes really well. So yeah, definitely check it out. We'll put the link to his website up so you can check out his other Netrunner, Keyforge, and Arkham Horror tokens. If you have any questions, just send us a note or a comment. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.